Hey, everybody, welcome back to Mass Effect. Bix and I have been talking for a couple of minutes here about the trials and tribulations of being alive and trying to figure out our daily lives. Let me tell you, while some of that stuff I'm not going to repeat on air, what I will say, paying for math classes, paying for any kind of classes in the modern day is, it's just so much money. It's just so much money. And if anything goes wrong at any point during the process or anything starts to look suspect, you're like, oh no.
That's a lot of money, though.
I would like to start off this session by first recapping. We are doing loyalty quests, or at least what Mass Effect 1 has instead of loyalty quests. We are about 80% of the way through Tallies. We finished Garrus's, and we've got one more for Wrex once we finish Tallies. And then it's
right, I understand now.
Yeah. There is one more side quest that is, like, kind of worth seeing, but at the same time, I think that's probably something that we're going to skip. Those of you who know, it has to do with a rogue AI on our moon, on Luna. We're probably going to skip that one because there is a DLC in Mass Effect 2 that is thematically very, very similar, except it's done quite a bit better and with bigger budget. So, you know? Also, like, the only thing that really transfers over is a line of dialogue saying, oh yeah, I remember that rogue VI from the last game, in like the first 3 hours when you're talking to a certain NPC, and other than that it doesn't come up again. So it's like, time better spent elsewhere. What I will say, though...
Time better spent talking about math.
That's right. What I will say, though, is on the brighter side of things, I recently discovered a channel that I want to point out. Bix, have you ever heard of Tim Rogers?
Never.
Okay, so Tim Rogers of Action Button is... How do I put this? You know that I love, more than anything, the type of video that I love is like the video essay that lasts 3 to 4 hours on some obscure game that nobody's ever heard about.
Uh-huh.
Tim Rogers of Action Button Reviews is basically doing that, except he's doing like a 3.5 hour, what I might describe as a parody of that type of video that is so self-serious and so, like, well-produced that it's completely taking the piss out of the whole thing. And talking about literally everything surrounding a game except for the game itself. Also, check this out. This is my favorite way to deal with these.
I noticed that guy just drop out of the sky.
This is my favorite way to deal with these guys, which is just ram them. They ragdoll really well. But yeah, he basically spends like 3.5 hours talking about everything except the actual game itself. And it is brilliant. It is like the perfect takedown of exactly that. Like, I'll leave those videos on. He just did one for Tokimeki Memorial.
I thought one of these outposts would be a major
which is
base of
a
operations.
PS1 dating sim that Kojima worked on back in the day.
Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside the star cluster.
The
Thanks,
main
Tally.
Geth base. Use the signal to lock onto its location and go take it out.
Thanks, Wrex. All right,
Good job, Wrex.
Yeah, his videos are just like completely taking the piss out of those types of videos while also being just really well produced and very good. I like them a lot. And I don't know how to properly explain how I feel when I'm watching one, except it's about, again, it's about the length of an extended, uncut Lord of the Rings movie. And I'll leave it on and just feel like I'm on, like, in this ongoing fever dream about a PS1 dating sim. Because it doesn't end. It just...
Wait, you mean to tell me that you, of all people, need a video to feel that way?
I mean, my life is like one long, unbroken string of fever dreams.
And
Okay.
PS1 dating sims?
That's right. We need to look for a certain system here, which is the Fulcrum system? Well, we're in Armstrong. Anyway, we've got 2 more places to go this time, which, no, that's not it. I might take a minute here just to figure out exactly which of these places we're going. I don't know if you can tell, the galaxy map is really quite large.
Yeah. It's really quite large and really quite inconsequential.
I don't know if I would say it's inconsequential. There's a lot here, but there's only as much here as... There's basically only as much here as you want to really put into it. Like, if you're going deep in on the lore and you want to read about kind of everything that's going on, then it's that. There is so much flavor text. Here, we're going to Grisham. That's where we're going. So much flavor text, so much to learn about the world. Between this and the Codex, there is way more than we can reasonably go into live, or even after the fact. Like, forget about me trying to do MGS2 and its Easter eggs. You want to just talk about, like, the encyclopedia worth of knowledge that you have here in Mass Effect. It's ridiculous. And that's great. But in terms of just, like, I want to go and find stuff to look at on the surface world,
Inconsequential.
It's there. The side planets get better with every... No. The side planets are different in each game. I really like the side planet's atmosphere in this first game, where it's just like, you know, this big open area that you kind of get to roll around and find...
This big old square of generated terrain.
Exactly. You get to spend time with the Mako, you get to spend time with your buddies. Mass Effect 2 does away with a lot of it. It reintroduces some in the form of DLC, and it's more like level-based. Like, there's more vehicle platforming with a different vehicle that I don't think I like as much, but I think it's in some ways better considered and a step up from what this is, just in terms of like a gameplay sense. 3 recycles multiplayer battle arena content and just tosses you in and says, Shepard, you gotta hack this thing. Also, there's 3 waves of enemies, so go and shoot them. And I'm sure to some people that's like, oh yeah, that's what I wanted more of. To me, that is the opposite of what I wanted.
Well, I've heard that Mass Effect 3 has the best combat.
I would argue that 2 has the best combat. I would say that 3 has the most consoleized combat. Okay. I would say that Mass Effect 3's combat is the one that feels the most like sci-fi Gears of War. And that the fact that Mass Effect 3 has a multiplayer is great. Because if Mass Effect 2 had multiplayer, or if 1, of course, had multiplayer, it wouldn't work nearly as well as 3. But as like a single-player action RPG, I think 2 is a much better balance, if that makes sense. Whoop! This guy really doesn't want to go down, huh?
Shoot him better. What are you doing?
I'll also say that Mass Effect 3 did have the best like consoleized combat for a while. The one thing that Mass Effect Andromeda does really, really well is its combat and its movement. You have a jetpack in that game. Tell you pretty much everything you need to know about it. It's much more fast-paced. It's a lot more vertical. Oh, I don't like that sound. Whatever that sound was, I don't like it.
And you know how I feel about jetpacks and double jumps.
Yes. It probably says a lot that Oh, hey, there he is. It probably says a lot to you that I, of all people, actually really think that the combat in that game is satisfying and fun. Very, very mobile. By which I mean it's very, very mobile, not that it's like a mobile game. That would be bad.
Mobility is a big thing.
Oh my god. Okay, this door might be a good place to set up shop. You see, like, every single time that I peek around the corner, like, the entire screen just goes EDF. Oh, Wrex almost did it, but not quite. Tally, why don't you shield boost yourself?
Because she's poisoned, that's why.
Poison schmoisen. Back in my day...
Schmoisenberries?
Whoa! Get the fuck out of here. Alright, Unity, everybody up. Everybody up. We need to take care of some business. Oh! You're actually pretty fast. I didn't expect you to follow me in here quite so quickly. Also, how did Wrex get all the way back there? Wasn't he dead and on the ground in this doorway a minute ago?
I don't know. Where's Tali?
Oh, Tally's dead. In fact, so is Wrex. They're not lasting super long here, it turns out. As the last geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, a Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella. That a cappella is one word of worlds and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. Well, that's a shame.
Send me back in.
The Quarians got it bad.
Yeah, they sure did.
I mean, at the moment, kind of everybody got it bad. That's the thing, like, you show up in the middle... When you show up in Mass Effect 1 and you're like, hey, what's going on with the galaxy? And it's like, the galaxy is relatively stable, but holy shit, is it... It's held together with sticks and glue. Wads
it's stable in a bad way.
It's stable,
like a broken
but
bone
like,
that didn't heal properly.
Exactly. It's like a year away from just collapsing in on itself like a massive house of cards. And only through the dialogue wheel can you save and help everyone. Only through the dialogue wheel. And also hacking on occasion.
The hacking wheel.
You discover a number of encrypted geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the geth since the banishment of the Quarians. Alright. More hacks. Oh, well, this is easier. Or at least should be. Let me see here.
Theoretically.
We might have to do this one again. Omnigel's fine. That one should have been easier, but it wasn't. Every single time that we...
It should have been, but you missed your window of opportunity.
Yeah. I zigged when I should have zagged. Pizzaed when I should have french fried.
When you should have french fried?
That's right. I think pizza when you should have french fried. Is that, what... Is that South Park or is that something else?
I think it's at least derived from South Park. Okay.
Because I feel like that's the one piece of South Park I've taken away in my daily language. Because aside from that...
Admiral Hackett, Commander. Patching it through. We just received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the
That's
region.
probably a good idea,
Nice
considering
job,
they
Shepard.
took the whole fucking
You
cluster.
saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
Thanks, Henriksen.
We're fugitives on the run. Very exciting, Shepard. I wonder what the Council would do to us if we got caught.
Your father probably has some political pull, right? He wouldn't let them throw his little girl in jail.
You don't know my father. Stealing ships is a capital offense among my people. He'd probably want to execute us himself.
The Normandy's the best ship in the fleet. They'll never catch us.
I hope you're right.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are
I
welcome.
want to talk about something.
Like what? See you later. Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Saren. But my people need this.
It'll take years to decipher and analyze the data.
Maybe even decades, but it's worth the time. This information will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt. One I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Saren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
And the humans in Mass Effect are the snot-nosed punks of the galaxy.
Yes, 100%. Insofar as they're like, why don't you do it? Or like, why can't I have more power?
Why can't we sit at the big boy table?
That's right, as they slam their hands and throw Cheerios all over their Fisher-Price red and yellow car called the SR
That's
Normandy. All right, we are going to the Phoenix system of Argos Rho. Oh, let's keep an eye out for that. Kepler Verge, 6 Theta, Hawking, Pangea, Argos Rho. Pinnacle Station, Hydra. Oh, okay. Now we do not want to go to Pinnacle Station. Pinnacle Station.
Well, it looks like you're going to Pinnacle Station.
Pinnacle Station is the bad DLC. Okay, here, yeah. They're like, hey, do you want to go to the DLC? And I'm like, no. I don't really want to engage with, like, modulated combat challenges in Mass Effect 1. Toontown.
That's
enormous low-density terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and helium. Despite being nearly 20 AU from Phoenix, the star's great heat and the insulating thickness of the atmosphere make the planet astonishingly temperate. Let's head on in. So, this one's for Wrex, so we want to bring Wrex along, and come on in, Tally. Actually,
Stick
no.
around, why don't you?
Let's bring in Liara. Liara's probably going to be really helpful here. If I remember correctly, I think this one is the most combat out of all of the little loyalty missions. Which makes sense, considering Wrex.
Man, you can tell that they loved the Mako at the time.
Oh yeah. Also, we're going for the hidden structure, which isn't really all that hidden when you can just pop up your map after never having been here before, and it's like, oh, do you want to go to the secret place? They should. They should love the Mako.
I think you're the only person who loves the Mako.
You know what? That's fine. I still stand by my statement. If that new Mass Effect comes out and the Mako isn't in it, BioWare are cowards. I mean, judging by the last couple of years, BioWare are cowards, but they'll be double cowards. Hey guys, what's going on in this thread? Done. Alright, everybody out. Okay, that's everybody. Now what do we have here? If you remember...
What do you have?
This is the place. My armor's here somewhere.
Need to get that family heirloom armor.
That's right. I remembered as you were touching down.
Too old and shitty to be worn.
But
Also,
it's still important.
We should
And it probably looks
see.
cool as like a set piece.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember if it looks cool or not. It's been a little bit too long for me to remember that.
Take 'em out.
It's also Krogan armor, so
Yes, but I don't think it's an item that he actually wears. I think it's literally just like sentimental shitty armor.
no, I get that. But I'm thinking like maybe you keep it on a stand or something,
Oh, maybe. Like on your mantle.
like a trophy. Yeah.
Oh man, there is a dude in Mass Effect 2 that I think you're really gonna like.
Oh yeah.
Because he is all about, like, let me tell you about my intergalactic war stories when I was a raider, and all I have are just these, like, these little pieces of, these little war trophies, right?
Right.
I'm gonna punch him. Hold the line. I love that line. There are constantly enemies everywhere. Oh, jeez. Wrex just tossed that guy like a beanbag. Alright, time to get the fuck out of here. Regroup. Also, time to see if the stream is still active, considering Windows just did its thing. Where it's like, hey, did you mean to open up Notepad? No. I really kind of didn't.
Well, I've still got video and audio, but that's different.
Yes. It looks like OBS is still okay.
Wrex is having a bad time over there.
Wrex is having a bad time. This is a big combat arena. It's also difficult to see what's going on.
Big combat for big boys. Go, go, go! And Wrex is the biggest of boys.
Go, go, go. My favorite is when you can, like, run away and just hear it in the background. It's just... It's the same thing as, like, a perfectly cut stream, or perfectly cut scream. And
No, perfectly cut stream. That's our brand.
What? When you get 2 minutes into the vamp fight, and then it just cuts off and completely deletes the footage of when you beat him,
That's a perfectly cut stream.
and you can't fucking get it back? Oh!
Go, go, go!
I feel like now is a good time to point out that one of my favorite lines in Halo is "Wart, wart, wart" from the Elites, because "Wart, wart, wart" is just Sergeant Johnson saying "Go, go, go," but backwards and like shifted. Ooh, They don't see us. Oh, well, now they see us.
So much for the element of surprise.
Oh my god, everything is overlapping.
Oh my god.
I love it. It's the most popcorn trash. Ooh, I'm getting hit by a sniper. Okay. That's what's happening here.
Now feels like a good time to say that the enemy AI in the first Fear game was actually kind of impressive.
It was very impressive for the time. That was kind
Yeah,
of
especially for the time.
It was like not necessarily revolutionary at the time, but it was. I mean, we talk about Gears of War. It was that same level of people taking the lessons from the AI in Fear 1, as opposed to like taking the cover mechanics from Gears 1. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't change everything, but it changed one particular thing in a very particular way.
But not every game took that lesson to heart.
No.
As you are seeing right now.
Also, man, that's a particularly apt analogy because because again, Mass Effect 1 was modeled after the cover system of Gears, and it's just so bad.
It's pretty fucking atrocious.
Like that
I am
last...
happy that I'm not playing it.
Me too, because... Oh, good job, Wrex. Damn! What exactly was going on with that armor? You see that?
Yeah, this is stupid.
It's a little stupid. They have an ability which is immunity, which I mean, it doesn't seem to be proccing, but I feel like that's the only thing that kind of could be happening here. Go, go, go! Go,
I mean,
go, go.
I see the white life bar, and I assume that's what that means.
Yeah, when it's a white life bar, yes. Also, I wish that would stop. There's only so much that let's take it. There's only so much that I can actually see on the screen. And then something like that hits one of the corners, and it's like, okay, well now I can't see fucking anything. Also, Ton Actus, he's the main pirate dude here, and he will always bum rush you. Kind of regardless of where you are.
Yeah.
Wrex, please. Please, Wrex. Alright, well, there's one less sniper. Go, go, go! Damn it.
Hold the line!
Hold the line.
Enemies everywhere!
Let's see what we got here. Do we have a... Let's see, we got a dampening, we got a sabotage, neural shock. Actually, that might be okay. Just get him on the floor. Get him on the ground and shoot at his face.
That's right.
Man. Singularity.
This is probably not what you want to hear, but I get like major GTA 5 enemy vibes from these guys.
Yeah. Their armor is very good.
Shitty enemies with bad AI, dialogue that's mixed too loud, and way too much health.
It's just, it's when you hear the same voice line for like this... like that.
Uh-huh.
When you hear... And again! I just hear in the back of my head, hate you!
Hold the line!
Hold what line? Shut up! Why do you only have like 4 voice lines? Hold the line.
It's a good fight. It's a good thing you don't fight that many humans in this game.
Yes. Damn. Okay.
Because it really is just like a question of density.
Yeah, I mean, you know, It's also because we're not coming in here with, like... We're probably not coming in here with what we ought to be coming in with in terms of, like, ammo type, which is a fixable problem. But at the same time, let me just say, the combat in Mass Effect 1, regardless of the actions that you take, never is good. It never gets to the point where it's as good as it could be. I mean, Liara's holding it together. Liara's really putting in the work here, actually. Wrex, get up. This is your family history thing. You probably want to fight this guy, right? Okay. How about we give you a shock? Ooh! Okay, that was a rocket. Marksman's back up. Let's take out this guy. Oh, I can't see shit! Okay, Tonactus is down, so now it's just the one other pirate. Where are the enemies?
Everywhere.
What do you suggest we do about it?
Hold the line.
Alright.
Or go, go, go.
Go, go, go. No! Do you see? Okay. I don't even need to explain what just happened there, because you heard the audio cut out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, just shoot him.
Why does your heal also have to have a cooldown?
I don't know. Give me some more shields. Are we done? We're done. Holy shit.
All targets down.
Holy shit on a shit sandwich. Is this what you wanted? No? How about this? No? Give me some more Omni Gel. I need it.
Is it on the upper level, perhaps? Is there an upper level?
Yeah, we might have to go back through that way and then circle around top. I have a feeling that maybe there was supposed to be music while that encounter was going on, and that there was just too much. There were too many effects, so it dropped out.
Too much audio.
Also, I'm gonna go ahead and save. Just in case.
This game, not very well put together.
Hey, the Wasteland is a dangerous place. You should save early and often. Okay, yes, alright, I get it. I'm in. Well, I can't even fucking see what it is because of this shit. Now, we're at the item limit.
I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap. But at least I've got it back.
Fucking good. Good for you, Wrex.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
Yeah. Wrex touches his grandfather's armor. His expression, thoughtful, perhaps? Krogan are hard to read. Then he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun with renewed purpose. Time to move on. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Come on, guys. Let's blow this popsicle stand. I wish I could just return to the Normandy from here, but I cannot.
Cannot. You're not allowed.
I can't do it. Every time I see one of these doors open like that with like the segmented like T shape, it brings two things to mind. The first thing it brings to mind is the design of the shirts and the suits in Batman Beyond, how they're all like T's and segmented.
Yeah, yeah.
And the second thing it brings to mind is I can't imagine how many people, like, take a second too long and get their arm stuck in one of those things.
Or worse.
Or worse. Because it's like one of those things crunches on you and it's literally like it's a tooth coming down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Time to go to Ilos. Time to do the rest of the story. It is entirely possible that we beat the game today. I don't know if we will, but it's possible. I don't remember how long these last, like, 2 or 3 missions take in totality. In the golden age of the Protheans, Ilos was a verdant world, dotted with the spires and arches of magnificent cities. Even casual observation shows this is no longer the case. Ilos has been devastated by means unknown, its entire surface changed to the color of rust. The atmosphere shows heightened levels of oxygen. Wildfires, presumably ignited by lightning strikes, can be seen burning on the dark side. This indicates that most, if not all, respirating animal life forms have died off. Surface gravity is a comfortable 1.17 standard Gs. This planet is about as after the end as you can get in space fiction.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for whatever killed the Protheans, just this planet being what it was eventually would have done it. So it's a really pretty shot. I'm having trouble seeing the Normandy as anything other than one of those Fisher-Price cars now.
Stealth systems are engaged.
Yeah.
Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Shut up, Ashley.
Shut up, Presley.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? No way we can make a drop.
Joker can do it.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
No, Joker can do
There
it.
is no other landing zone.
Presley, shut
The
up.
descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option. It's not an option. It's a suicide run.
Ashley, shut
I
up.
can do it.
Joker,
I can do it.
Finally,
gear up and head down to the
somebody
main
here does
Joker,
their job.
Drop us right on top of that bastard.
Hell yeah.
And then you get to see Ashley, and she's just like, I didn't get my way. All right. Liara, you were kind of a badass last time, so come on in. Wrex was not.
Bring Garrus.
Garrus? You want Garrus? Okay.
Oh, let's see.
You two, keep moving inside now.
Over there.
With brute force.
Saren found a way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
All right. So, I am now recording and running at the same time, which means I have to stop doing that. OBS did its fun thing again. You still with me though, Bix?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The stream is back up. We're here. Get a load of Ilos. Ilos is fucking cool.
Man, the Flood had a hell of a time with this place.
Ilos is like a dead metropolis.
Which you know how much I love that.
Yes, I had a feeling that you would like Ilos. Ilos is probably the coolest out of all the planets in Mass Effect 1. It's also, aside from Vermeer and Ilos are where the story starts to get interesting. Like, that's one of the hardest things to talk about with Mass Effect is hey, when does the story start? And it's like, not until Vermeer, which is like 60% of the way through the game. When does the story get good? Not until Ilos, which is like 80% through the game. I'm gonna make a run over here because I need... Oh, God. Okay, hold on. We need to clear out some of these guys because we are not being afforded a lot of cover. And the controls are also not helping. For a moment there, my sprint button appeared to be broken.
You mean it's not usually?
I don't know. I have a hard time. I have a hard time, like, dealing with what is and what is not functioning properly in Mass Effect 1, because usually, almost always, something is going wrong, right? Okay, let's figure this one out. Organics, overload is shields, so disabled enemy biotics and tech. That's what we want. And then, actually, yeah, we'll give him that. You got anything, Liara? Liara's got stasis. Okay.
Give him the old one, too.
That's right. Oh God, there's another. Ilos is not fucking around. I might
Man,
need to.
I have always wanted to play a game like this. That's like very, very much squad or party based.
Yeah.
And very much intended to be designed. Very much like you cannot go it alone. Kind of like Left 4 Dead, where the multiplayer is so very heavily integrated into the design.
Yes, I understand exactly what you... I mean, Anthem was supposed to be that. It was just also a burning trash fire that nobody wanted.
Mm-hmm. But I also want it to be, like, a big story-focused deal. Like, what? Like, imagine a Mass Effect game where every player is one of the party members.
Hey, you know what? That was supposed to be Anthem. Except it wasn't.
Man,
that's what they sold Anthem as. Was, what if Destiny, but BioWare made it? And it was like, yeah, that's a really good idea. What if they did that? And then they didn't do it. So I don't know why I just used that. It doesn't help us at all. Overload. Here.
Man, we do not talk about Destiny in my dojo, okay?
I don't blame you. I completely understand. I completely understand. I mean, you know, Mixa and I had some fun with that game, for sure. But we had exactly, like, 2 weeks of fun with it, and then the content started repeating. Because that's as much as that game has. Or at least as much as it had for, like, the first year, right?
Uh-huh.
And then we all went together to... what are you... He's over there. You can't...
What are you shooting at, buddy?
Liara. But yeah, like, we all went in together on doing that raid. And the raid, to me, like, the nightmare of a system that was, I got to the end and I'm like, yeah, okay. That was the final boss. I never need to touch this game literally ever again. And I haven't.
And you know how I felt playing it.
You did not care for that game at all. And I felt bad because, well, I felt bad because I bought it. I was like, he's really gonna like this. And then, okay, so I thought you were really gonna like that game because I was still within the first 2 weeks of playing it, and I was under the impression that there was going to be a lot more content than there was. And it was just kind of a shame, you know?
I think even if there was more content, I wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah, I mean, you felt like there wasn't enough kick to the weapons, right?
That was a big one. But also, the tone to me was very Gears of War.
The tone was like... it was like budget Halo.
Yeah,
They were.
It was very. It was trying to be self-serious, but oh, here's the funny character, and it was very full of itself.
Yeah. Cade 6's entire character was terrible. To the point that they eventually put out a DLC that was like, hey, what if Cade 6 died? And everybody was like, oh yeah, totally. What if? Okay. Well, we can't take this stuff right now, so Omnigel it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at our inventory real quick. Yeah,
during this crucial story moment.
That's right. Because we want some of this stuff, right? Okay, here. Let's go ahead and first, is there anything that we can kit ourselves out with? No, not really. Our thing here is really, really good. Omni Tool, what about you? This one is clearly better. We'll take that. Liara,
it's an improvement.
What about you? No?
What does she use?
Liara, everybody else kind of uses a little bit of everything. She is a biotic, so mostly she uses her amp. 137. This is a pretty good trade-off, actually. I think I will take that. Sniper rifle, you damn near never use it, but okay. And Omni Tool. No, I like that shield bonus on you. You need that. That shield bonus has come in handy quite a bit. Oh, well, this is just better. Here, take this. Armor. Anything better for you? Shields are higher, but I don't like that damage protection going down. No, this is good. What about you, Garrus? What do you got? This shotgun, all of these shotguns are... What was that one that was... Okay, this is clearly better than everything, so take that. Assaults. You're doing okay with your assault rifle. As soon as we have everybody kitted out, we can just start melting the inventory and it'll be fine. Because that's kind of what it feels like, right? Is just dropping it into a big smelter.
Yeah, especially when you consider that it turns into a gel.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Sorry, Garrus, you're an Ashley cosplayer.
You have to look goofy for a bit.
A little bit.
For the rest of the game. But then when Mass Effect 2 rolls around, you'll be fine.
Yes. Well, because Mass Effect 2 comes around and everybody gets 2 pieces of armor. They get their default armor, which is awesome, and then they get their yeah, let's convert that. They get their default armor, and then they get their upgraded armor once you do their loyalty mission. And it's like, okay, yes, exactly. And the only difference is that their loyalty armor is all black and gold. Because it's like, oh, okay. Because they ran into the situation where they were like, oh, this Phoenix armor looks terrible on everybody, including Ashley. We need to do something about this.
Especially Ashley.
But see, it doesn't matter for Ashley because only like 30% of players even liked Ashley at all, so it's fine.
Wow, 30%?
The only reason that anybody liked Ashley was because she was romanceable. That's it.
I mean, isn't everybody?
Not everybody?
Like all squad mates.
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
All of the best ones are. There are only a I would say almost everyone is. There are only a handful that are not. Okay. That's probably going to be good for a little while. He doesn't look too bad in this lighting. I mean, he looks like a candy cane. He looks
like a ray gun gothic astronaut.
A little bit. Also,
like he would be right at home and destroy all humans.
I really like the look of Ilos because this is foreboding as shit.
You're not wrong.
I
want to play a game that looks like this.
Me too. This is like bordering on H.R. Geiger, these statues.
A little bit.
music drops out. The bass
And
kicks
all you
up a
get
little
is
bit.
that low rumble.
That's right. Ooh, an elevator. Okay, well, let's go there. Now that everybody's dead. Oh wait, no, not everybody. There's one more. We're gonna get up there and it's gonna be like an armature, but it's gold. Oh, this is doable. And we leveled up.
Good job.
We managed to avoid dying.
Good job, Shepard.
I would love a version of MGS2 and it's just Captain Anderson talking to you the whole time.
Yeah, even like right up until the end.
Mm-hmm. There is one particular codec call that we didn't get because they're randomized. That it's the most famous out of all of them, and I'm gonna start off the catch-up stream with that one because it's really, really good, and I want to hear Keith David give the line about Harry Carey Rock. So I mean, this is the elevator, but we can't seem to use the elevator, so yeah, I guess we'll just go down here. Just like, man, I talk a lot about certain parts of Mass Effect looking like paperback novel covers. Ilos is that.
Yeah, you're right. Like that shot of the skyline just then was it.
The Protheans got fucked up. I was really hoping that this was like a grabbable grabbable Mako. You can carry around with you like a football. There is a control panel down here that we could have used, which is an armature control panel that makes, yeah, there it is, that makes that fight a little bit easier. But I don't think I've ever used it just because of where they put you. So am I missing something?
And because of the fact that even though you're an engineer, you're pretty shit with computers.
Yeah. Well, a little bit, yeah. Okay, well, it appears that going down here is not where we need to go. Head back up.
I don't know much about computers other than the one we got at our house. Mom put a couple games on it, play them. G.I. Joe.
I really want Fensler Films to come back, and they won't, but I want them to.
Yeah.
I mean,
at least you still have Team 4-Star.
Yes, Team 4-Star. Well, yeah, sort of. They did give up on DBZ Abridged, but they are doing their own Dragon Ball stuff. They're continuing it. They're just not continuing like the main series. Which, hey, while we talk about that, Little Karibo today just put out episode 83 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and
you were telling me about that.
It was so good. I was smiling like I was in Disney, like Disney World. I was just having a great time. They have finally gotten to a new filler arc where it takes place in Kaiba Land, which is Kaiba's own theme park, modeled after
So what
himself.
you're saying is, it's like you were in Kaiba Land.
Oh yes. The giant,
you're smiling like you were in Kaiba Land.
Giant amphitheater just shaped like the head of a Blue Eyes White Dragon. God. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can melt some of these guys. A lot of melting going on this stream.
Yeah.
Connections melting. Gath are melting.
Frame rate's melting on my side anyway.
My clips and the gun are melting. This is a very pretty area, but also there's a lot of stuff that the camera can get caught up on, which is a little bit less good. Less good.
Less than ideal, you might
Not
say.
bad. Geth Sapper. I believe that is an enemy type that does not show up in any other game. Unless, like, it's a class in the multiplayer or something in 3. But as far as, like, the main games are concerned, I don't think that ever shows up again. Okay, how about Liara? Give me a singularity on that one. All right, now somebody hit it. And somebody can be me, I guess.
What better place than here? What better time than now?
It has to start someplace. It has to start sometime. Oh, a door. This is my favorite room in the Citadel. It's an okay. I was gonna say, huh, what a door. I like how this is just another elevator, but it's old and shitty. This kind of looks like an overgrown Halo 2 level. It's like that one that you're rolling the tank through after you beat all the jackals. I think it's right before you meet Gravemind. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Also,
this is making me think of one of the future levels in Time Splitters.
Oh yeah. Time Splitters.
We need to play all those games.
We will. They're relatively easy to get a hold of, actually. Just very good. I really hope those fan projects are coming along decently. Those fan projects that have been apparently in development for like over a decade.
Yeah. Damn, it's about time.
CJ walks into the sunset, but instead of the sunset, it's just a picture of the monkey with a shotgun.
Yeah.
All right. Off we go, everybody.
Oh my god, I want to play Time Splitters so bad.
Remember that Neo Tokyo level in Time Splitters? It's a really good one. Man, Time Splitters is so good.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out
the two levels I think of Time Splitters are like the 70s levels with Harry Tipper.
Yes.
And the horror house level.
Yeah, that's fair.
And also the very first one.
That train level with Harry Tipper is incredible. Like, I go back and forth between what is my favorite train level in a game. Is it that level, or is it the train encounter in Uncharted 2? Because they're both like some of the best levels in any game. Oh my god!
Why are train levels always so fucking good? They're like the opposite of sewer levels.
That's true.
Whenever there's a train level in a game, it's super good.
I have this idea in my head that I really want to come true, which, oh, you know what? Not all train levels are good, because like 80% of the Polar Express for the Nintendo GameCube and PlayStation 2 is a train level. What if I go this way?
Does it count as a train level if the whole game is a train level?
Well, because it counts as a train level because there are... Oh, hello, seam in the level geometry. Because there are levels in that game that are not as well. You're like flying the Zeppelin or whatever. There's the... Oh. That was quick.
I don't know. I hear what you're saying. I think it matches up with the letter, but not the spirit.
That's fair. I had this...
Doesn't quite line up with the spirit of a train level.
Somewhere out there, there is an unreleased Metal Gear game that takes place entirely on a train, and it's fucking cool.
Yeah?
What if I go up here? How about that?
The Polar Express isn't really a train level because each car is like its own level.
That's right.
Not really the same thing.
I still can't believe that we played that game.
I can't believe that you finished it.
Listen, I don't do things halfway. Alright? If I tell you we're gonna play fucking... If I tell you that we're gonna play some garbage licensed game based on a garbage movie based on a good book, we're gonna play it and we're gonna beat it. This is going bad. Let's go back upstairs. Okay, everybody back up. This is rough. This is a situation that I do not like being in. I'll tell you that for free.
This is definitely a situation. You are situated.
Which way is it gonna come up from? Hey Garrus, you want to talk? No? We'll talk later, it's alright. I understand. Okay, how about this? How about we have an overload from Garrus, we have a warp? We have a warp from Liara, and then we'll go marksman and melt the Geth Destroyer. Yeah, that'll do it. Sometimes this game feels like it's an RPG. I really like... okay, I will say one of the things that I do think this game does well in terms of, like, blending... or one of the things that I think this game actually does well in terms of combat is the blending of, like, third-person run and gun with... or third-person shooting with, like, turn-based action D&D stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that stuff usually works pretty well. Okay. Target him, and then maybe do a... Actually, I'm going to do a shield boost. I'm not going to... Oh!
Good call.
We could have gone for damage, but I don't think that would have worked. This is a really good track, also. If you're like me, and you like generic trance music from, like, the late 90s to mid-2000s, this game has got you covered.
You got those beeps and boops?
You do have beeps, and you do have boops. Biotics and tech, and... Dampen? No. Yeah, let's give you one, too. And then Liara stasis it. How about that? And then maybe we can reposition over here.
My shields are covered. Jammers online.
Should just about damn near do it. Yeah! There we go.
Good job.
Holy shit! Good job, team. We're saving the galaxy one combat arena at a time.
The ride ain't over yet.
It is not over yet. Let's go through that fleshy wall there. This big old plant cavern. Oh man, Ilos to me is like the most mid-2000s sci-fi thing I could ever imagine. Can't seem to unlock the damn door.
Could it be because Liara is there?
Maybe. That's kind of, yeah, I'm thinking maybe if we double back and then try to go in again. Or maybe it's back here? I would imagine that it's the door down there, but... Oh, there's something up here.
The door with the green light on it?
Yeah, you would think, right? Ah.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
The door is
Hold on.
locked, guys.
Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It's probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
What, you can't understand it?
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Sure, let's go with that.
Not safe. Seek refuge. Inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
It says you look like a dork in your armor, Garrus.
The Citadel.
I don't know how they knew, but they knew.
The Protheans were an extremely advanced civilization. It's a shame that they got wiped out.
The conduit. All is lost.
Oh, it's too damaged.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Well, I should go.
I should go.
Well, whatever it is, the message is not good. The message appears to be bad. Alright, everybody.
Message status. Sad face.
It gives you that that Windows error message that it's like, oh, something went wrong. And it's just a sad face and it doesn't fucking tell you so you can fix it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
The Prothean OS did a fucky wucky.
Oopsie whoopsie. Static. Oopsie whoopsie. It just pops up like a regular boot screen for Windows 10, and Garrus is like, it's some sort of bizarre arcane language. I don't understand it. It's just filled with bad programming and even worse business decisions.
Some kind of incomprehensible dead language.
Bonjour!
Crazy gibberish.
Futurama's so good. I'm announcing...
I'm glad that one landed.
I'm announcing our eventual plans to... Yes! To do the entirety of the Futurama PS2 game at some point.
Is that the same one that also came out on the Xbox? Because I had that game.
I believe so, yes.
But I never
Oh, this is
dreamed
pretty.
I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Hey, try to remember why we're here. Saren, the conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment.
Hey, as
I
somebody
just hope we
who,
have the-
like, went to college to...
Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong.
How'd that go?
This bunker became their tomb. The pods are dead as well as anyone inside.
All of them? There must be...
Oh, sorry. The main theme interrupted us. That's how you know important stuff is going on.
You can't do this to me. I went to college.
I was gonna say, like, I very much appreciate Liara's standing here, where it's like, oh yeah, no, I also went to college for a very specific thing that I rarely ever get to use. You take those moments when you can. You guys want to learn about the theatrical history of Friedrich Durmont? No? Oh, I wish I could get my money back. There appears to be some sort of forceful field keeping us from penetrating the perimeter. What if we ram it with the Mako?
What is happening?
It's a trap. Sarah must have set an ambush.
I do not think Saren is behind this.
Man,
Alright.
I'm trying to think of a dick joke and I got nothing.
Why would you need to think of one? I just made like 4 of them for you. Everybody out.
God. Got nothing. Nobody tells me nothing.
Just enjoy the main menu theme. The title of this track is Vigil.
I have studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we find down there?
Bad audio mixing?
Now that's foreboding. And look, it's the Vigil.
Hi, Vigil.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
Oh no, we're good. We're good.
This is incredible.
We're clean.
An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
What are you?
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Okay. What do you want?
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay.
Oh shit.
One that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon.
Oh no.
When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
Okay. Dark space, not a place that you want a door from. So, okay, dark space. Let's start there because that's the most worrying.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy.
If we
This
knew, we
allows
wouldn't
them
be
to
dead.
survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
Alright, well tell me more about the Citadel.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
Seems like a
Reapers
hard
are
thing to
careful
hide.
keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic
Fucking
functions.
Keepers.
They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
Hey, I mean, it's working so far. Nobody has any idea what those things are.
It's been
The
working
Reapers can
pretty
wipe out
well.
the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets.
Divide and conquer on a
Over the
galactic
next
scale.
decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
And what? You just let them?
The war was lost. If you'd surrendered, they might have let you live.
No offer of surrender was ever given.
No.
Our enemy had a single goal.
No?
The extinction of all advanced organic life. Through the
There was
Citadel,
no
the Reapers had
choice.
access
Like
to all our records,
the Predator
maps,
is not
census
gonna
data.
is not going to
Information is power, and
negotiate
they
with
knew
the
everything
prey.
about us.
That's where Saren's been wrong this
Their
entire
fleets
time.
advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
Well, why did they leave then?
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned.
It's like a genocidal smash and
no
grab.
longer capable of independent thought. The indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
Why?
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over
That's
and
been
over?
my question this whole time.
The Reapers are alien, unknowable.
No, no,
Perhaps
no.
they need slaves or resources.
Not this game.
More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend.
I don't know, man. I can comprehend a lot.
In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding
Well, maybe
them.
if I understand them, I can better stop them.
You said you brought me
Yeah.
here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay. One that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
That's helpful.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
Can I have it?
What happened next?
We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed.
The danger never really
But
passed,
the
though.
genocide of an entire species is a
Yeah.
long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my
Batteries only
energy
last so
reserves
long.
were dwindling.
So, you just hid?
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected.
Okay, that's fair, actually.
I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy.
That's sad, but also
Eventually,
understandable.
only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
They didn't really have a choice.
He couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice some so others could live.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
Yeah,
I
probably
saved
not.
key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Ride and die. What about the conduit?
I still don't understand what's going on here. Why is Saren trying to find the conduit?
The conduit gives him access to the Citadel and the Keepers. The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Well, how can they come back then?
Saren must have some plan to undo everything you did.
The one you call Saren will use the conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of the station to Sovereign.
Oh, that's bad.
Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay. And the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Oh, fuck. Okay, just tell me what I need to do.
I'll stop Saren. Just tell me how.
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols
literally the same
and
thing
give you
as
temporary
MGS2.
control of
Take
the
this
station.
worm cluster.
It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
I have some more questions.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion.
What does Usher have to do with any of this?
The signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
I mean, they could just attack.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secret? Why not just attack the Citadel?
You figure,
Sovereign
overwhelming
is not
force.
invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds.
That sounds like a sequel to me.
But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
God. Saren's like, his whole thing is that he wanted to help the Reapers, and even in trying to do it, he's been like the one thing that's pointed everybody towards them.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message.
Hail Mary.
We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
It's risky, but I
You could have
understand.
exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try.
Literally a Hail
If
Mary.
there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
Man, you did all you could, but, listen, we know about the Keepers. Tell me more about these Prothean scientists.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit Project?
They used the conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station.
Oh.
I fear they suffered a slow, grim death.
Oh.
I only know they succeeded
wish I
in
had an
their mission
ask.
to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Well, I guess we might as well do something about it then.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Look, there's really no time.
We're in a race to save the galaxy and you want to play Q&A with a hologram?
You are right. I am sorry. My personal feelings clouded my judgment. We should go.
The one you call Saren has
We
not
should
reached
go.
the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
Well, okay. We just learned a lot. That's one of the longer conversations in the game. And I really like everything that's going on here. I really like Vigil as you could call Vigil a character, right?
Yeah.
I like the idea that everything crumbled and fell apart over the centuries as a part of a Hail Mary, but the Hail Mary did work. Like this is the last possible chance.
In by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
The Protheans did not fail. They gave us a chance. It falls to us to make the most of it. So I suggest we hurry.
Garrus, I maybe want to speak up. I don't know why Garrus is consistently coming in so low.
I don't know either, but this persistent bass tone is really adding to the atmosphere.
It is.
And I do mean that genuinely.
Ilos is fucking cool.